She walked barefoot for years, not because she had nothing, but because she lost everything. 8 years, 392 hearings, and still no justice. How was that even possible? In one morning, she lost her father, her grandfather, and her uncle. But what she faced after was even harder. What happens when truth stands against power, and power wins? On the land of Sindh, where traditions run deep and power runs deeper, there is a story that refuses to fade. A story not just of murder, but of courage, resistance, and a system under question. This is the story of a daughter who stood barefoot against injustice. 8 years, 392 hearings, and yet no justice remained out of reach. It all began with something that has sparked countless conflicts across history: land. In the town of Mehar, located in District Dadu, a long-standing land dispute had been quietly growing. On one side, Am Rabaab's family, a branch of the Chandio tribe. On the other, influential tribal leaders, powerful and deeply rooted in the local system. For many, such disputes end in compromise or silence. But not this time. Mukhtiar Chandio, Am Rabaab's father, refused to bow. He chose to fight for his legal rights, through law, through voice, through resistance. But in a feudal structure, standing up is often seen as stepping out of line. And stepping out of line comes with consequences. January 17th, 2018. A quiet morning in Mehar. But within minutes, everything would change. Armed men arrived, more than a dozen. They came in vehicles, organized, prepared. And then, gunfire. Relentless, uncontrolled, terrifying. Bullets tore through walls, through silence, through lives. When the firing stopped, 3 men lay dead. Karamula Chandio, Mukhtiar Chandio, Kabil Chandio, a grandfather, a father, and uncle, gone in moments. And the attackers? They left as easily as they came. No arrests, no resistance, only fear left behind. This was not just an act of violence. This was a message, a warning to anyone who dared to challenge authority, a reminder that in certain systems, power is not questioned, and those who try are silenced. But this time, someone refused to stay silent. Am Rabaab, a young girl who had just lost her family. She could have chosen fear. She could have chosen silence. But instead, she chose courage. She stepped forward. She raised her voice. She accused powerful political figures, claiming that this was not just a land dispute, but an execution order to maintain dominance. And then she made a promise that would capture the nation's attention. Until my family's killers are punished, I will not wear shoes. Barefoot she walked. Barefoot she protested. Barefoot she stood outside the Supreme Court. Her pain became visible. Her struggle became a symbol. And suddenly, the entire country was watching. Under growing pressure, action was taken. A joint investigation team, JIT, was formed on the orders of the Supreme Court. The goal? An impartial investigation. The findings confirmed the attack, confirmed the deaths. But when it came to proving who ordered it, there was a problem. No solid documentary or digital evidence. Witnesses were afraid. Some refused to speak. Some changed their statements. Investigating officers were transferred again and again. Continuity was lost, and with it, the strength of the case. Meanwhile, those accused of being behind the crime remained protected. The case dragged on, hearing after hearing, year after year. 8 years passed, 392 court appearances. Hope kept alive, but slowly it began to fade. And then the decision came. The court ruled. The prosecution failed to prove direct involvement. Evidence was not strong enough. Witness statements had contradictions. Independent testimony was missing. And so, the benefit of the doubt went to the accused. After 8 years, justice slipped away. But this story is not just about a verdict. It's about a question that still echoes. Can the weak ever win against the powerful? Can truth survive without protection? Am Rabaab's journey is not just a fight for justice. It is a reminder that even when systems fail, voices must not fail, because silence is the real defeat. If this story touched your heart, don't let it end here. Like this video, share it so more people hear this story. Comment your thoughts, because your voice matters. And most importantly, subscribe to our channel for more powerful real-life stories that deserve to be told. Because sometimes, a single story can change how we see the world.